Hi everyone, it's good to be making a video today. I know I've been ill and I said that I was going to do another video, but that was the reason why I didn't, because I wasn't well enough to. But before I was ill, I read this, How to Kill Your Husband and Other Household Hints, handy household hints. I find it a really good read. Which basically follows three women, Cassie, Hannah and Jazz. We come into the story where Jazz has been accused of her husband's murder. Her husband's like a humanitarian doctor and he goes around the world. Although he is based in London. And it's sort of, I thought it was really cool, sort of trailing off for a minute here, that it was all in it was in a place that I know very well. There's like Kilburn, because I live in this sort of area. I live in Kilburn, and it was just all these places that I sort of knew and names popping up, and I'm like, oh, I know that, and oh, I could think I might know where that place is. So that was really nice, because there was like there was like a strong familiarity for me with the area, and Finchley Road as well. Any of you might know Finchley Road, yeah. And Shoot Uphill. The girl about Shoot Uphill. Yes. So we come into the story, and Jazz has been accused of the murder of her husband, for murdering her husband, and Cassie and Hannah have to sort of find a way to prove that she wouldn't have done any of these things. But knowing their friend and how, because he has cheated on her, and they know obviously how upset she's been about it and everything that she's been through, they're going to find that quite a task to prove that she wouldn't have done it. And the ending will piss you off, because it pissed me off. It left me with my jaw on the floor. So then we go back into time, and we see how Cassie, Jazz and Hannah all end up at that moment of, you know, trying to figure out what they're going to do to prove their friend's innocence. Cassie's married to a vet, 2 children, and she's basically in a passionless marriage. She's miserable about it, decides to get something done about it by going to see a therapist, a relationship therapist. This is a relationship therapist with a difference. This therapist is God, she eats men for dinner. And now she wants Cassie's man for dinner, and she has him. And this leaves Cassie in just a horrible mess. Her life is turned upside down. But there is some salvage to it for her going through all this mess. Even her mum and her dad manage to, you know, they can't keep their marriage on track. So she seems to be just trying to hold herself together and failing miserably. And I don't want to spoil how that segment of her life sort of goes, because I really do think it's a good read and you should find that out for yourself. Let's move on to Jazz. Like I said, Jazz is married to a wanker. She has one son, and she's a stay-at-home mum, and she is a professional chef, but she's given up her profession to look after her son and home duties, I guess. She finds out that her husband has been cheating, and from just early suspicions, and she drags Cassie along to stalk on, I think his name is Studs. His nickname is Studs. But I think to me he's anything but one, but that's just the irony of it. Yes. So she drags Cassie along through the painstaking process. I found that really hard to read, of following him around to all these women that they know, who's so familiar in her life, to their homes, back to her home with other women. She claimed to be away in a different country, and you know, but they get through it, all the pain and the hurt, and that leads up to a pretty shocking ending. Pretty gross ending, but shocking ending, which I also don't want to spoil for you, because I think with my jaw on the floor, I really did like the ending. It just really shocked me. She sort of double crossed me, which I was angry about. Then we have Hannah, who sort of thinks that she's the cat that's got the cream, although she knows really deep down inside she doesn't have everything she really well and truly wants from her relationship with her other half. Hannah's husband is an artist, and he doesn't want children, and Hannah does, and she makes Jazz and Cassie feel like absolute rubbish, because she claims to be so happy that she doesn't have kids and she can do whatever she wants, but she really does deep down inside, and the fact that her partner doesn't tears her up, but not to the fact that she'll admit it. And what happens with her is that she puts herself into her work so much that, you know, I don't really feel that there's any relationship there, not a happy one anyway, between her and her partner. Then we come to find out that he has a whole different thing going on, and on the side, that just, again, I was like, huh? Because you don't really know so much about him at first when you're reading her part of the story. You're like, what? But then, yes, that was, you really need to read it, because it's just like, it was like a smack in my face. And yes, the end of the story is, the end of it is just amazing, and it's the last thing that you might think that happens. It sort of just comes out left field at you. I definitely recommend reading this book. Like, I'd give it out of 5, like 5 stars, because it is amazing, it's gripping, it's betrayal, it's really funny as well. It's just a whole mix of emotional, it's just a crazy emotional ride, and I really do think this would be a great book to take on holiday too. And the cover should really tell you all about what, I just really think the cover's quite cute, to be honest. But I would recommend it. It's a great read, even if you just pick it up from a library and you don't buy it, but you will want to keep it, and I think I will be rereading it again very soon. So I hope that you like this video. Thumbs up if you do. Hopefully I probably will try and read a comic book next, because life is hella busy right now, and I'm just trying to keep up with it all, and I will definitely try and keep up with these videos. So take care, have a nice day, and like if you like, and please subscribe. Thank you, goodbye.